To help you achieve and maintain a healthy body weight, and to enable you to maintain that for the rest of your life, you need to know your nutrition numbers. One of the more important numbers to know is your personal target daily BMR. BMR stands for a basal metabolic rate. BMR is the number of calories required each day to maintain good health and to maintain a constant body weight. Your BMR value represents the typical number of calories your body burns off each day. BMR values are different for each individual. They are a function of a person's age, weight, sex, and typical lifestyle. For example, a 20-year-old 130-pound female office worker might have a BMR of 1,900 calories, whereas a 180-pound male construction worker might have a BMR value of 2,600 calories. To get a rough estimate of your personal BMR, use our Daily Calories Snapshot Calculator. You can access the calculator by clicking the calculator image on our homepage. Before using the calculator, watch the short How To movie. When working with the calculator, click the yellow link for more detailed instructions. To access the calculator, just click the image. Start by clicking the button in the lower left corner, right above the feedback link. That will expose controls where you can enter information about a personal profile. Enter your weight, enter your height, enter your date of birth, designate your sex, open the drop-down control, and pick your level of daily physical activity. For my example, I'll use hard physical labor. Click the command button in the lower left corner. The estimated BMR for yourself is shown in this control. The number will be higher for those people who are physically active. It will be lower for who live a sedentary lifestyle. Next, enter some values for calories eaten, calories burned off by exercise, and the percent of fat in the daily calories. We'll just estimate these numbers for this example. For calories eaten, let's say we kept a rough track and it's about 4,000. Exercise calories would be 0. We didn't exercise today. Percent fat in the diet will say 45%, which is fairly accurate for most people. Note that the command button Chart My Values is ready to be clicked. We can either hit the Enter key or we can click the button. Note that the chart indicates the values we entered in those controls. The gauge on the left points to the value of your target daily BMR. That's the value shown here. The center gauge points to the value of net calories for the day. Net calories are calories eaten minus calories burned off by exercise. That's also the number we entered here. The right gauge points to an estimate of the daily weight gain or loss. There are 3,500 calories in a pound of body fat. So if we overeat by 3,500 calories for any day, this gauge will indicate that we should gain about 1 pound that day. The daily weight gain estimate for this example is shown in this control. Potaxilator also delivers a message indicating how we did for today. Here, it's telling us that we overate our budget. Our budget was our BMR of 3,072 calories. Here it says we overrated by 928 calories. If you divide 928 calories by 3,500, which is the number of calories in 1 pound, that's where the estimate of 0.27 pounds per day came from. So basically, by eating this way and not exercising, the calculator estimates that we would have gained about 1/4 of a pound today. Let's quickly run through another example. First, we'll click this button to reset the values. Next, we'll enter some values for calories eaten exercise and percent fat. We'll leave the calories eaten alone at 4,000, but this time, let's assume that did some exercise. Let's suppose that we burned off 1,000 calories in exercise. We'll leave percent fat alone, and we'll click the Chart My Values button. This time, the center gauge says our net calories for the day was about 3,000. That's almost exactly what our BMR value was. And because our net calories is about the same as our BMR, the estimated weight gain or loss for today is almost 0. Let's do one more. We'll reset the values. This time, we'll bring down the calories eaten to $3,500 and we'll crank up the exercises to 1,500. Maybe we took a long bike ride, we'll chart the values. This time, the center gauge says our net calories for today were about 2,000 calories. It also estimates that we're going to have lost about 1/3 of a pound. Furthermore, the message is pretty motivating. It congratulates us and tells us that we could have eaten another 1,072 calories if we wanted to. That's a lot of dessert. The key to all this is knowing your personal target daily BMR. Once you know your BMR, you can figure out pretty easily how many calories you can eat and or how much exercise you should get to meet your personal nutrition goals. To learn more about using the Daily Calorie Snapshot Calculator, use the hyperlink that's outlined in yellow.